I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the... Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's got this complete to Hamilton. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Here comes the ball.
That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down, Lawrence. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They go play action here on first down.
That's what I'm talking about.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Not today, you are. Not today. Come. Ready.
Here we go on second and 12. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That's how we do it, baby.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to go down again.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Double time.
2nd and 2. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Back to throw here. And he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. 54 Mike. You better bring down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Check 13. Check 13.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And a give this time to the tailback.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 3. Check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards on the pickup there. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
50 seconds to Mike. Watch 50 seconds.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
On first down, Lawrence got a man that's complete to Hamilton.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Tight on this side. Tight on the left. Move. 3 down. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Lawrence looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Back to throw. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. The Steelers trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. The Pats seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. The Bears locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now, out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, when you've got a kicker out there who's already missed twice, he definitely would rather have about a 30-yarder rather than one from a neighboring county.
Can we agree to just give a pass on that one? It would have definitely been a way to turn his mood around, but instead, it's a third miss and another scoreless possession.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the gun, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry? Or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up. And it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Throwing on first down. Lawrence finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here we go. 70, Indy. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they work this out past the 25. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it, the defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
The Colts on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Lawrence throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So the Colts now down by a field goal, just over 1:40 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. He's back to throw, and he finds a man on a crossing route. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Come on, take 4.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Toronto, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the tide? You will never know. You ain't never try. Make it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They see me down. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this.